What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cam ATL and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel, man. It is Taco Tuesday, but the most important thing is your boy's 34th birthday is in 3 days. All right, so y'all get y'all's presents and shit together. Y'all send them in the mail. I'm excited to get them from you. I appreciate y'all in advance. Anyway, let's get straight into the picks for today, man. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $20 a month. Thank y'all for joining me as always. If you haven't tried the tools yet, you need to, especially for the home run predictor alone, man. Like the main cool benefit about Props Made Easy is that it's so cheap per month that one single hit bet will make your money back. So that's like one of the biggest things. Now, if you utilize Props Made Easy, you use it for a span of a month, you're going to be locked in. You're going to love it. Not only do you get access to the tools, the home run predictor, all the cool filters we have, the game center, all that cool shit that comes with Props Made Easy, but you also have the Sharp Society. Do not sleep on the Sharp Society. Okay, we have team members of Props Made Easy who post amazing EV picks in there throughout the day. I myself will come in there and post picks throughout the day. Other members will post picks. Everybody will talk over different ideas and like, hey, I like this, or what do you guys think about this? What about this strategy? What about this strategy? Everybody just going over ideas together, man. And that is what makes people the best bettors they can be, is when you have a community of people who are not only utilizing a tool that is incredibly accurate and amazing and cheap, but also come together for the one common goal, and that's everybody to make some money and defeat the books. That's what we all here to do, right? All right, let's get straight into it, man. The family wants to go to breakfast this morning, so I'm gonna get this video out. I know I'm a little late. I was working with the team on some things, so I was busy early this morning, and now they wanna go to brunch and shit, so I gotta get this video out as quick as possible. We do have OKC, Minnesota happening today, so super excited about that. Let's look at just the best options for today's game. Okay, for today's OKC Minnesota game, and let's get straight into it. Y'all comment down below who y'all think got this series. I think OKC got it. My heart would love to see Minnesota win, but honestly, this matchup is the one that, like, I don't care either way. Like, I'm one of those people where, like, I root for the underdog most times, but honestly, with OKC and Minnesota, they haven't won for so long that I'm cool with either side. Like, I love Shai. I love Jalen Williams. I love Anthony Edwards on the Minnesota side. So it's like I'm torn. You know what I'm saying? I think OKC is going to win just based off matchup. But nonetheless, I don't really care either way. I'm going to be happy for either team that wins that matchup. And then when it comes to the Pacers and the Knicks, I'm leaning more of the Pacers. Like I said, I like the underdog story more. I would like to see Halliburton get one. That team in general just plays so well together, man. It's a poetry in motion for sure. So that's the guy I am. So if you ever are wondering like what team Cam's on, I'm on the underdog most times. Like, I like to see the underdogs prevail. That's all. That's me. All right, NBA. We have NBA selected right now. We're gonna look through the DFS books alone and talk about the best DFS picks when it comes to this game tonight, all right? Now, first thing that we notice is these books are kind of low. A lot of people are betting on these games. We're getting to the main nitty-gritty games of the playoffs, and so a lot of people are betting on them. Why? You could tell that because the highest EV is 4.47. So if you haven't gotten the best options on the DFS books already, which Props Made Easy members probably already have them locked in, if you haven't already, then you're kind of left with some scragglers. Now, will there be better that pop in? Probably, maybe. But nonetheless, we don't have amazing options, okay? Some of the options that I would be okay with is the Naz Reid over 0.5 blocks. I think he gets him a block today. 4.47 EV, minus 133 are the consensus odds on the over. Only 23 books baked into that, though. Now, when it comes to DFS, as you can see, there's not a ton, mainly because most of the members have taken them. Now, remember though, in DFS books, you can take a little bit lower EV. Just make sure this book right here is as much as you can get. So like, for example, Julius Randle over 6.5 rebounds is a 3.87, but 40 books are built into it. Jalen Williams over 4.5 rebounds is a 3.8, but 60 books are built into that. So that tells you that there is a solid sample and very, very true odds at minus 150. And obviously, there's high probability Jalen Williams goes over 4.5 rebounds. So I love Jalen Williams over 4.5 rebounds due to that 60 books baked into that minus 150 consensus, making it an amazing play on DK Pick 6 on the over 4.5 rebounds, even though it's a 3.8. Because again, we're at the nitty gritty. especially if you're playing only DFS sites. Sometimes your options won't be as plentiful as if you're betting on all books. Another player that I like, Isaiah Hartenstein, over 2.5 assists on Underdog, is a 3.68. 64 books baked into that. Okay, so again, this is what you really want to pay a ton of attention to. I would still say over 3.5 at least. Like, you have all these options over 3.5, at least stay there. Rudy Gobert, over 9.5 rebounds, 3.59 EV, 62 books baked into that 3.59 though. Any positive EV is going to be better than negative EV. You feel what I'm saying? Just the higher the EV, the better, right? And right now, when it comes to DFS books, you don't have as many options available to you. So you have to take what you have available and make the most of it, okay? Again, Props Made Easy members already have the best options in. So I'm mainly talking to those who haven't gotten those picks in yet and are kind of hoping to get some good options here. Take the plays with the highest, most consensus odds that are at least over 3.5 at this point, okay? Yeah, a lot of solid options there. Now, if we select all books, we can probably still grab some good value. Let's look at Sharp and Safe. All right, looking over sharp and safe options for the game tonight. Chet Holmgren's at the top of the list, over 1.5 blocks at minus 145 on DraftKings. So DraftKings already has him at a high probability to go over 1.5 blocks. But yet he's still a 7.6 ADV due to the consensus odds at minus 175. So if you can buy a play at minus 145 when it's minus 175 everywhere else, you're getting better value. That is the point. That is what makes the EV so great. And that is why I tell y'all, get access to these regular books, man. It's a simple Google search. What sports books can I play in my city? And then put your city, okay? And it will show you exactly what books you can play. Try to get most of your bankroll on those books where you can straight bet sharp and safe options. That is going to be your most consistent way to make profit if that's what you want to do, all right? Shai Gilchrist really jumps off the page for me, not only due to the EV of 7.61, but that 63 book sample baked into it. So Shai, over 6.5 assists, is at minus 120 on Novig, but 7.6 EV due to the minus 142 consensus among 63 books. And again, a play is showing here, so we know the AI simulation projection after simulating the game 10,000 times is also on the over. So Shai Gilchrist over 6.5 assists is a fantastic option. Over the season, he's hit this in 48%. This is a good spot for him here against Minnesota, though. I really like that spot. And again, don't let the flip side of the card, the history results, sway you too much. Data on the front of the card is number one, and then if it's good on the back too, then it's icing on the cake. But otherwise, the main feature is the front of the card stuff. Dante DiVincenzo, over 2.5 rebounds, is already favored on DraftKings at minus 125, 6.84 EV. 56 books are baked into that over, so amazing spot there. Chet Holmgren's blocks, he's a good option on multiple spots. Jalen Williams, over 4.5 assists on Hard Rock, is favored at minus 135 at a 5.2 EV, 63 books baked into that. So again, many, many amazing options. Let's move on to opening it up to MLB and NHL now, and WNBA. See if there's anything crazy there. All right. The overall best plays when it comes to MLB, NHL, and WNBA, you already have an order here. You have Cody Clement, and again, we have sharp and safe selected. So these are going to be plays that are already favored at minus 120 or higher, are 5% or higher EV, and have 30 or more books baked into the consensus. Again, our filters make things even simpler on you guys and check more and more boxes for y'all. Cody Clemens, over 0.5 hits, is favored on Profit-X at minus 132, 9.4 EV, 32 books baked into that. Amazing spot. Danny Jansen, over 0.5 hits at minus 125 on Novig, 8.1 EV, 39 books baked into the consensus. Again, for anybody who may be new, EV is a calculation that takes every data point you can imagine into consideration when it's being made. Why? Because we're taking the average consensus odds of the sports books, which, by the way, take tons of data into consideration when setting their lines, and we're using it against other sports books who odds may be not as, at a better price. That's what we're doing. Danny Jansen, over 0.5 hits. Taylor Hall, over 1.5 shots on goal for hockey, minus 136 on Profit-X, 7.82 due to minus 164 consensus across 41 books. Sal Frelick, over 0.5 hits at minus 138 on Novig, 7.41 EV, 39 books baked into that. So some amazing options throughout there. Real quick, let's unselect them and just select the DFS books real quick and see what we got for those three sports in DFS. And you've got one main option over on Better Picks. And this is under sharp and safe. Trey Turner, over 1.5 bases at 6.49 EV, has 48 books baked into an average of minus 139. Again, you're getting even payout on either side. And we know that because he's showing here under sharp and safe, we know that the sharp books are minus 140 or higher juice on the over 1.5 basis for Trey Turner. So I would lock that in on Better Picks. And then you can go off sharp and safe and just do high EV heat to get more options. So you can pair Trey Turner up with Jonah Heim over 0.5 hits at a 5.9 EV. So a good little pairing there. You can pair Fernando Tatis over 0.5 runs at a 6.5 on Underdog with Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 bases at a 6.06 on Underdog as well. You can add in these other better picks here. Kyle Schwarber over 0.5 RBIs in with these better slips, and Cody Bellinger over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You can make a little four-man there. Or you could keep going, get even more. Varsho over 0.5 hits. Lamonte Wade Jr. over 0.5 hits. A ton of options for better picks. When it comes to WNBA, we have Brittany Griner under 7.5 rebounds at a 5.24. 33 books in the consensus. So that's a good amount of books for a WNBA play. So I really like that spot for Brittany Griner under 7.5 rebounds. And then Nathan Lukes for MLB over 0.5 basis. If you ever are wondering what sport a player is for, if you have multiple sports selected, you can see it right here, by the way, just to let y'all know. All right, Nathan Lukes, though, for MLB over 0.5 basis at a 5.02. Now, let's move on. Game Center. Like I said, I got brunch to get to with the family. Birthdays in 3 days, y'all. Don't forget. Don't forget. Big 3-4. I'm waiting for y'all's birthday cards. All right, let's select all. All right, let's go. NBA, MLB, NHL, WNBA, if there's any. Okay. Oh, wow. At the top of the list, we have the Cincinnati Reds. Now, this is not a sharp and safe play. I'll take a look and see if there's any sharp and safe in a minute. But overall, profit-wise, the Reds minus 0.5 first half run line at plus 125 on Circa, where it's plus 109 across 79 books. So 7.53 EV there. Amazing spot for the Cincinnati Reds. Minus 0.5 first half run line. Sharp and safe? Let's see. Oh, for tomorrow's basketball game, third quarter money line. A lot of people might not bet on these, but I mean, it's checking every box we're looking for. The New York Knicks, third quarter money line, minus 130 on Bet365, where it's minus 146 across 40 books. 5.13 expected value there. All right, let's do home run prediction. I know that's what y'all waiting on. Home run predictions. Let's see who's got the best odds to hit home runs tonight. Now, this is automatically sorted by home run score. Home run score at Props Made Easy is found using all of those nerdy-ass statistics that we know of. Barrel percent, launch angle, all that stuff. We take the hitters, every good statistic that can predict home run performance. We take all of that, then we compare it to the pitchers allowed of all of that, and then we find a perfect combination. Kyle Schwarber is at the top of the list. He has plus 201 odds among consensus. It's automatically on consensus. So among all the books, he has the consensus odds of plus 201 to hit a home run. He has a 31.52 edge when it comes to home run score compared to where you're getting his odds. Okay? And it's just a fantastic spot. Now, a lot of people like FanDuel, right? So let's go to FanDuel. And we have it sorted by home run score on FanDuel right now. Okay? A nice little home run parlay would be Kyle Schwarber, home run at plus 220 on FanDuel. Shohei Ohtani at plus 176. Kyle Stowers at plus 470 is a really good little three-man home run slip. All right? Now let's break down why. Let's flip over Kyle Schwarber. We'll see he has a 16.18 home run score. He has an elite exit velocity rating and an elite hard hit percent. The pitcher he's facing, which is who? Senzatella, gives up a solid barrel percent, a solid exit velocity allowed, and a solid hard hit percent. Again, there's more stats that are taken into our numbers than what you just see here, but nonetheless, these are some of the ones that you will recognize when you see them, and you can kind of get an idea of where that number is coming from. So Kyle Schwarber, great spot. Shohei Ohtani continues to get just amazing matchups. That's why this dude's homering every game, because his matchups are just crazy and his numbers are ridiculous. Shohei Ohtani's barrel percent, elite. Exit velocity rating, elite. Hard hit percent, elite. He's facing a pitcher that has a high exit velocity allowed, a solid hard hit percent. What is that going to end up meaning? Another Shohei Ohtani home run. I would not be shocked. Kyle Stowers at plus 470. The tool predicted his home run on day one at like plus 500 odds or whatever it was. Let's look at the back of Kyle Stowers and see why he's promoted. Kyle Stowers has been hitting the barrel every single damn time almost. Elite barrel percent, elite hard hit percent. He's facing a pitcher giving up a solid barrel, a ideal launch angle allowed, which ideal is the best you can possibly get. Okay, ideal launch angle allowed, and an ideal expected home runs allowed. So Kyle Stowers against Tyon is an amazing option at plus 470 as well. Now, here's the thing too. Let's say you want to know the absolute best options that are between a certain range that'll give you the best payout. That would be a nice little pairing of Kyle Stowers at plus 470 and Jorge Polanco at plus 320. Why are these plays showing up under Nuke Zone sweet spot? Because they're Nuke Zone plays while also being plays that have a positive edge and are between the odds of 300 and 500. So you're not going too crazy outlier, but you're also not going too like low odds, like a Shohei Ohtani at plus 150 or whatever, right? So Kyle Stowers and Polanco would be one of the best payout slips that you can make on FanDuel for home run predictions, all right? Thank y'all for joining me as always, baby. Let's keep getting it, man. Drop a like down below. Comment who you think is going to hit a home run down in the comment section. Appreciate y'all as always. PropsMadeEasy.com if you want to utilize these amazing tools. Only $20 a month, man. Let's get it. I'm out. Peace.